Here. I've never been here before. Awesome. Very good. So a little background. We are on John Ittle's farm, Green Prairie Farms, which has this turf farm right across the street. This is his property. John was a big Jeep enthusiast. He passed away a few years ago, but his family lets us come over, get all his Jeeps out, and work on them and get them running so you guys can enjoy them and see them. So if you get a chance to see the Ittles, they're around, please tell them thank you. This is their property. They let us come over here. So please be respectful, clean up after yourselves, try not to leave too many marks in the yard, but we want to be able to come back more years to come. Today we're going to go and we're just going to move from Jeep to Jeep. We're going to show you what these things can do. A lot of these are John's Jeeps. Some of these are some of the other members of our group. So some of the other guys will be explaining there. So if you have questions afterwards, please go up and ask them questions. You're more than welcome to look at anything, crawl around, under, on top of their Jeeps. You're not going to hurt them. But they are also very dangerous. So as we're running these, just please stay a good distance back. Safety was not a thing back in the 40s and 50s. So, we're going to have some things that are spinning that can take an arm or a leg off pretty quick. So just stay back and watch. And when we shut them down, you're more than welcome to go take a look at everything and check them out. We'll move through each item, and then we'll be here afterwards if you want to stay around, take pictures, and talk about different things. We've got a lot of stuff to go through, and we even have a brand new participant this year. We got a fire Jeep over here that's going to pump some water, so we're all really excited about that. All right, so we're going to get started. Again, my name's Matt. We have Scott here helping me today. If you have questions, come up and ask. Our first Jeep is a buzzsaw. Okay, it's a little rudimentary, but runs off the PTO off the back of the belt drive with a belt, spins it, and you just take a log and very carefully and slowly push it through it. All right, Scott's going to demonstrate that for us. Good luck.
Okay. I usually like to have a clear space in case this blade comes off.
Yeah.
I think we get, a couple years ago we went through the trees, but...
Right or left? Yep.
I'm just kidding, folks.
You go. why you kids go to college. So you don't
This one here, there's two different styles they made. The one behind us right here with the little guy standing up against, that one's a 1954 3B with an early style Jeep differential on the back. More chain driven. You look back here, we have the covers off so you can see all the different pulleys and gears and sprockets. Runs off the PTO just like the others, but it runs different chains and things to make it go. They did that for a few years, and then they switched over to a more hydraulic unit. So the PTO still runs it, but it runs more of a hydraulic unit inside, makes the operation a little more smoother. But again, this one here slides in the back, hooks to the PTO, and you're ready to start trenching. There's a couple options you could get when you would order these. One of them was the creeper gear. So not only will this trench, but it'll also click and go forward. So you can just line it up and do a line without doing anything. You stand right here. To get it to go straight, it had this little bracket. It swings up and you lock the steering wheel down when you pick your destination you're going to, and it'll just go and trench a straight line. This one here is the 1966 CJ5. This one came out of, we picked it up in Michigan. And it actually, when we got it, had the original title, and the title on it had a name that said HE Electric. So when we got it and we got it home and started working on it, we looked up, and HE Electric is still in business in Chicago, Illinois. So we reached out to him, shot him an email. The guy emailed us back with a picture of his grandfather sitting right here leaning up against it in 1968, trenching lines in downtown Chicago. And they're still in business today. They're still an electric company that does street lights in big cities. So that was pretty neat to see it in action. We didn't do a lot to it. We got it done mechanically so it can operate and show you. I use it at my house to trench lines for our downspouts, and it works great. We added the dual wheels. If you look at some of these that have dual wheels, there's two different styles when you see a Jeep that has dual wheels on the back. This is an adapter that actually bolts to the first wheel that you have, and then a second wheel bolts onto it. So not really an axle upgrade, it's just giving you a wider footprint to help you in mud. When we get over here to the backhoe Jeep, it actually has a dually rear end in it, a bigger Dana 70 axle that has actual dual wheels. These are just adapters to give it a little wider footprint. Typical auger chain on a trencher. You can change the teeth. This is I think a 4-inch wide trench. You can get 6-inch wide teeth, 8-inch wide teeth, whatever you want. Bolt them on and you can trench. If there was a case where you're in a lot of mud, there's an option that was available on the front here. You'll see it's actually a winch system. So you would lay that down. You'd have to have an anchor point. So run it over to the tree, and then instead of when you engage this, if the wheels are just spinning in the mud, it'll actually take it, and the winch will actually engage, and it'll just slowly click the winch along, pulling you along instead of using your tires in the mud to spin. Yep. Okay. All right, we're gonna move over here to the backhoe now. It is a 1950s backhoe. Very loose, a little hard to operate, but we're gonna see what we can do. So it's got two legs, just like a typical backhoe. going to sell you some holes. So if you want to buy it, see Rick. They're $10 this year because of inflation. Yep. Raise up here on the, raise up a little bit. That's good.
They got no gas in it.
All right, that's what happens with old Jeeps. Sometimes they run, sometimes they don't. That's why we work on them all the time. But you get the idea. Dig a hole with a 3-point hitch. Power up and down on these, so we have hydraulic pressure down and up, which is kind of nice. All right, we're gonna move over here to the air compressor. Willys engines out there, a lot of them made. They also made industrial engines. So a lot of companies would take the industrial engines and put them in equipment. Well, this company here, Hesse Hornet, would take and they manufactured their own style cylinder head where it only fires off 2 cylinders and the other 2 cylinders pump air. So you could take this, put it in the back of a service vehicle, take it to the job site, put it on a trailer. We took this one and modified it so we could slide it in the back of our CJ5 to haul it around to show you guys. It's going to sound a lot different than a normal engine. It's only running on 2 cylinders. Builds about 90 psi as soon as you start it up, fills that tank instantly. The factory settings, it says it'll run 33 CFM at 120 psi, which should operate a jackhammer, things like that, something large. But again, we modified it, put a smaller tank on it. They came with a lot larger tank for have a little more capacity. And you can see it had a blow-off valve. We set the blow-off valve at 90 psi just for safety, but it'll run up to 130 if you wanted it to. Okay? Awesome. We're gonna do some plowing. This is probably one of our favorite parts. Dave here, David's gonna, he goes around and travels and plows in competitions all over the place. He's one of our biggest helps here at the farm show, so make sure you go up and thank him when you're done. But him and his daughter are gonna do some 2-bottom plow for you. And then we're gonna take a disc and we're gonna smooth it out when he's done.
has a hand throttle on the front. The pump is driven directly off the crank.